Yeah, let me know if you can hear me. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Tap in, tap in, my friend. Please tap in. Let me know if you can hear me. We good? Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, okay, okay. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. This video is brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building, man. Popping up with all type of smell goods. We on live real quick. This is the first lunchtime with the bullies. You know what I mean? In quite some time. You know, everybody been on vacation and all of that. We about to talk spicy though. I'm gonna warn you. We about to talk spicy, you know, and that's just what it got to be. But let's talk about this real quick. Manscaped with the smell goods and the fragrances, man. This is a good one. This is a goodie. It's a goodie. Make sure you use code Brunson, man, and grab that one right there, man. What they try to say? What they try to say? What haven't you heard, Eagles Nation, already this year? We're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna get to these questions, whatever y'all want to talk about. But understand the Philadelphia Eagles clinched the playoff spot last night. First and foremost, understand that. First and foremost, understand that a playoff berth was clinched last night. You know what I'm saying? Understand there's a lot of people right now that had to wake up this morning and not be happy that their team is good because they spent so much energy being negative about the team that they can't be happy, at least not without me looking at them crazy. At least not without me looking at them crazy. Ain't no way in the world that I'm about to look at you the same after you've been saying trade your quarterback all season, after you've been saying Minshew mania all season, after you've been saying put Joe Flacco in all season. Ain't no way I can look at you like you know what you talking about. Ain't no way I can look at you now while you enjoy the situation that I watch Hurts put us in and Sirianni and the rest of the team. All credit to everybody, practice squad players and all. But ain't no way I'm about to let you, listen, you an Eagles fan. You're an Eagles fan by right. But ain't no way I'm about to let you walk in the party acting happy with me without looking at you a little crazy after that. Because I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. I've been doing this YouTube thing for 5 years. 5 years now. It's been that long. If you've been tapped in, it's been that long. 2022, make it 5 years, right? And I've been called delusional all 5 of the years. Every year, all 5 of the years. But I'm going to tell you about these 5 years. I watched the team go to the playoffs 4 out of the 5 years. So who been crazy? D-Lo, what's up? Saw my guy D-Lo at the game yesterday. D'Angelo Xavier, one of the best rappers, not signed. If he is signed, good luck to that label. You know what I'm saying? You did a good job. But if he ain't signed, it's criminal. It's criminal activity if he ain't signed right now. Shout out my guy, man. Came down there, man, looking good in his Eagles green, took the drive and watched his boy Hurts put in work. You know what I'm saying? But listen. They said a lot of bad things about us. 5 years I've been doing this. I've been called crazy all 5 years. All 5 years. I've been called crazy for saying Michael Pittman was going to be good. DK Metcalf. Even Wentz at times. I've been called crazy for sticking by him. Look at the position. His team doing okay. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't about nobody else. This is about, this is about sticking to your guns and knowing what's right for the team. Despite everybody else just riding this wave of popularity, riding the wave of, of just wanting to go against the grain. Well, maybe we was the ones going against the grain. Maybe the believers. Matter of fact, I went against the grain. That's what it was. Y'all was going with the grain, actually. I went against the grain. You know what I mean? Because it don't make sense. And I'm going to start with the national media first before we get into the meat and potatoes. Happy Victory Monday to all y'all. You know the vibes, man. Y'all in here representing lunchtime with the bullies like y'all always do. Shannon Sharp said that he wasn't a good quarterback and he can't get it done. Ironic that one of the only people that believed in him was Skip Bayless. You know what I mean? Everybody, the list goes on and on. Even times when he was left off the top 40 quarterback list. What? Now I'm just talking about Jalen Hurts here to start it off. I'm going to get to the rest of the team. I'm talking about Jalen to start it off because in the offseason, before I even seen him start a game, I was saying it was hurt season. I was saying it was hurt season. I backed it up with my brand. You know what I'm saying? I knew something was in the water. I knew something special was being developed because I watch football. We got a great group of guys already. That's number one. You kept the offensive line, you kept the defensive line. You kept the bloodline of what got you this. You kept the bloodline of what got you this. A tough offensive line and a defensive front without the blitz who can probably get there in most situations. Now, sometimes they don't get pressure. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're getting old, but they can get there. And not only did you keep the bloodline of the organization, what you did was you then beefed it up. Now, Howie Roseman deserves a lot of credit. A lot of credit. It's so many people that deserve credit right now. It just don't make no sense. Howie Roseman deserves a lot of credit because not only did he keep the bloodline of the team, he enhanced it. Josh Sweat is worth the money. He worth the money. He worth the money. Every time I look around, he getting the sack. Every time I look around, he's being productive. He worth every penny. Howie Roseman extended him. We thought something was crazy about it. I thought something was crazy about that. See, I'm not right all the time. But I'm shooting at a 90% clip, ladies and gentlemen. A 90% clip. I could break it down to people who got a problem with self-confidence. I'll break it down to you like this. Was Rick Miller just shy about his abilities? Is Steph Curry shy? Even Ray Allen had the confidence. When you're shooting at a high percentage like them guys, the confidence just oozes out. It just got to come out. And it feels so good to see this day of Jalen Hurts coming into the Philadelphia Eagles as the starter, won the job in preseason or what have you, and leading this team in the playoffs. Now, I would have liked to see it done that with like 12 wins. Because when you look at some of the teams we won against, yeah, we should have beat a lot of those dudes. The Giants should have never beat us. We should already be a 10-win team. Already be a 10-win team. You know what I'm saying? I said this team is capable of getting anywhere between 9 and 12 wins. Everybody laughed. But when you think about who we lost to, 12 doesn't sound that crazy, do it? We could have beat the Chargers. We actually could have beat the Chiefs. It don't sound that crazy when you think about it like that. But at the end of the day, I would have liked to see it done differently. I would have liked to see, you know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see us, just dominate guys and win games early. But we did it in a historical way. That's easy to just go out there. We've had seasons like that. We've never had a season to where we started off 2-5, half the city jumped off the wagon, and then you still make the playoffs. This is the first time in Philadelphia Eagles franchise history that we make the postseason after a 2-5 start. And don't blame it on the extra game because we ain't even played that yet and we clinched. Don't blame it on the extra game. We didn't play the extra game yet and we clinched. It was in the cards from the beginning, man, when Howie Roseman kept the bloodline of the team, then grabbed Landon Dickerson to enhance one of them. It had to happen this way. There is not a coincidence that Jordan Howard was on the practice squad. Miles Sanders, Boston Scott is still on the roster. You keep this offensive line that's familiar with both running backs and Miles Sanders, low-key familiar enough with Jalen Hurts as well. You keep these dudes together. Then you get Fletch, Hargrave. You keep those dudes together. Then Slay. Then you extend Matt. You see, this is a team that got a Super Bowl pedigree. A Super Bowl pedigree. Who else got? I'm going to get to the Super Chat, y'all. Don't worry. We're going to answer all them questions in the Super Chats. This is a team with a Super Bowl pedigree. Who else? Other franchises would die for the pedigree we got. 4 times in the playoffs in the last 5 years, one resulting in the Super Bowl. You go tell me who got that type of pedigree. It ain't the Patriots because Tom left after we spanked them a year later. It ain't them. I mean, their pedigree is crazy over the last 5 years. Yeah, it could be the Patriots. Yeah, it could be. If it ain't the Patriots, it's nobody else. Nobody else got that type of pedigree besides New England. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So a lot of the media, is a lot of the media has controlled the narrative all season, having a lot of people believing that we was going to be a 4-win team. A lot of them. You know what I mean? My guy D'Angelo Xavier said, all people have to do is watch Church play in person to appreciate his game. Watching TV, you don't see it all. The he's wide open fans will change their mind. Bro, no cap, no cap. Because some of the throws that Jalen Hurts was making, I've seen Jalen Hurts play twice this year. Both was against Washington. And in that game, he almost threw for 300 yards. He looked like a franchise quarterback more yesterday, and he threw for less yards. It's weird to explain it, but on that drive when we scored, when we needed to get points coming out of halftime, he converted on a 3rd and 8. Then he converted on a crazy 3rd and 14 to Greg Ward Jr. The thing is this about Jalen Hurts. He's throwing the ball to multiple different people and still being able to be accurate. You know what I'm saying? He could throw to Smith. He could throw to Boston Scott. You got to change trajectories in certain ways you throw to certain people. Some dudes could get the high point the ball, like Quez high pointed. Dallas Goedert could high point. Smitty could high point. But you got guys like Boston Scott who can't high point the ball. And Jalen Hurts knows how to throw the ball to this team, man. This team was well constructed, man. And I got to give it up to Howie Roseman for that, man. We're not going to act like that Howie Roseman didn't have a hand in that. You know what I'm saying? And then, LOL, you're accurate with the clip. Listen, I am accurate with the clip. Call me Red Dot Brunson. I got a red dot. Man. New merch coming out, man. We can get some red dot beanies, man. I got a red dot, man. I'm accurate. I'm telling you, bro, because I be foreseeing it. And then, I never been one to just go with the grain. Anytime you just follow people, anytime you just following with everybody say the masses, man, they be wrong. It's a bunch of people following a bunch of people. I have not heard any concrete evidence to anything bad that anybody has said about Jalen Hurts. He was progressing the whole season, low key. Yeah, it was rocky, but the progression been there. I've been sold for weeks. Weeks I've been sold. Now it was a gamble. It was a gamble saying that he was going to do what he was going to do. That's my optimistic side. But as far as being sold on what I saw, I've been sold for weeks, man. Honestly, you could say I've been sold since last year's Cardinals game. How can you not be fond of that skill set? I just don't get it. How can you not be fond of that skill set? Don't make no sense, man. My guy OPO Marley said, "What up, LB? Who would you want to face wild card weekend if we could pick? Also check your Instagram DM. I got you, bro. If I could pick, let me throw that on the jumbo screen so everybody can read that question. Where is that? And then join up there. If I could pick, bro, honestly, I see sweet meat in all of them. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Think about this. The Dallas Cowboys sweet. They just lost at home to the Cardinals. We know they sweet. We don't even have to go down on why we think they sweet. Tampa Bay, didn't they get shut out? By who did Tampa Bay get shut out this year by? They got shut out by somebody this year. And I believe they lost to the Saints twice. They sweet for real, for real. The only team that legitimately scared me for real, is I would have to say the Rams. Because if you go behind, if you go down to them, if you start off slow against a team of that magnitude, you could be in trouble, bro. You really could be in trouble. So I would say, anybody pretty much except the Rams, but we 2-0 against McVay. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Philly sports, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Yo, what's good, LB? I can't wait for the next round table and we can talk our smack to Louis T for the sweep. Hey, you know what? I don't even want to discuss the sweep. I don't even want to discuss that. Because what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to set up the round table. Nobody ain't going to reach out for the round table this time with an invite because they should know what's happening. And I'm not even going to kick Giants fans while they down because Bad Dog has been accurately letting us know that they trash for 2-3 years now. You know what I mean? If you want to hear the absolute truth about, the New York Giants, Bad Dog's your guy. He ain't sugarcoating it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But they trash. Joe Judge is a laughing stock. Come on. Stop it. Yo, LB, 10-7. How many yards I say? 3,800 looks good. Yeah, listen, talk about it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what do we say? But that was a good question. We're gonna get into that. My guy D Rob, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Bucks game and Cowboys games are the only two we were out of. Everybody else was beatable. I agree wholeheartedly with that. So when I said it was ambitious, when I said, listen, I look at rosters different. Again, I look at schedules different. I'm sorry. I don't do what everybody else do. I don't know what these commentators was thinking about. But when I look at schedules, especially for the Philadelphia Eagles, based upon how we're built and how we're constructed, I looked at the quarterbacks we play. We got Zach Wilson, Buns, Heineke or John Allen, whoever they line up, 2 games of Buns. Daniel Jones, that's 2 games of Buns. I'm not afraid of Derek Carr. Then you throw in Sam Darnold, that's 7 games of Buns right there. Right there. Teddy Bridgewater would make 8 games of Buns. You see what I'm saying? Then I figure like, hey, you might catch somebody slipping. Oh, don't let me forget about homeboy in Detroit. 9 games of Buns right there. So we already reached our quota for the Buns. But look about the Buns we let slip away. I hate to keep saying Buns like this. We let Daniel Jones get away with 1. You know what I'm saying? So far, he the only one we let slip away was Daniel Jones. That would give you 10 games. 10 games. Then I figured you would catch somebody slipping, like you would catch the Chargers slipping. You know what I mean? That give you 11 games. Then you would catch somebody else slipping, or you would split with Dallas. That would give you 12 games. Basically, what we did was take care of the opposition that was handed to us. We didn't pick the schedule. We took care of the people that we were absolutely supposed to take care of. That's exactly what we did, and that's what good football teams do. That's exactly what good football teams do. So the Saints, another game of Buns. There you go. You're talking about 13 wins now when you count it up. 13 wins now. And that's how I diagnose schedules. If you do it that way, you could never go wrong. But see, what we did was, I judge it by quarterback. The problem with our defensive coordinator, Jonathan Gannon, is that he has too much respect for Buns. Pause. You know what I mean? He got too much respect. He got too much respect for quarterbacks that we could easily apply pressure to and rattle their cages. Michael Felder, thank you for the super chat. That 2-man block from Goddard on that touchdown run was everything. Sky's the limit for him. Him and Hurts can do damage going forward. I believe that wholeheartedly. Man. Dallas Goddard been making great catches all offseason. My guy Desert Eagle, what's going on, bro? Dallas proved they can't beat a good team. It is what it is. Absolutely. I'll take it. And you know, that's how I diagnose the schedule. Now, when you combine what we have, you combine the quarterbacks that we played, and why I didn't think highly of them, we played a bunch of journeymen. But I will say this, they had some defenses lined up on the other sides of them. They did. They were competent quarterbacks. So our record don't surprise me at all. We should have more wins. Nobody else in our division beat the Broncos. The NFL, listen, the NFL is really one big high school fight. I'll explain my analogy behind that. Y'all know, I got to pull something up real quick so I could go off of this. This is a real interesting tweet that's going to prove my theory. Anybody could be anybody. In the lunchroom, when it's a brawl, usually the people that go to sleep are the ones who in the midst of the brawl and don't see the blindside punch. Them the ones that get slept. Now, who usually in the midst of the brawl? The good teams. Now, who on the outside with the one-hitter quitter? The wild card teams. We on the outside of the fight with a one-hitter quitter. If they allowed us in this dance, somebody going to sleep. That's how I feel, yo. Period. But anyway, the NFL is one big high school fight. Anybody could catch anybody slipping on any given Sunday. Any given Sunday. You know what I mean? Any given Sunday. We didn't win our division. Everybody don't think much of the. Ever since we touched the Broncos, nobody been talking about them like they had a good defense no more. We put up like a 40 burger on them, I think. Ever since we touched the Broncos, everybody been saying they trash. But nobody in our division beat the Broncos. Nobody in our division. Let's talk about some high school fights that went the other way to prove this theory. This is a tweet from Kevin Todd at Philly versus everyone. He said, "Look, man, probably because the league is riddled with parity. The Titans lost to the Jets and the Texans. The Bucks lost 2 games to the Saints. The Cardinals lost to the Lions and beat the Cowboys, who trailed Denver by 30 in the fourth quarter at home. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Anybody could beat anybody any given week. Teams that start off 2-5, don't let nobody tell you or have this excuse for our success. Look who they played going down the stretch. Louis T will tell you right now, oh, they beat us. We not very good. But you was saying y'all was good, though. And we was bad. But you said y'all was good, though. So you're not going to act like y'all good now because they proven what you said wrong? I already knew we was good. We just stumbled in the first. I already knew we was good. Don't let nobody tell y'all that we're here because we beat up on weak teams. This is the NFL. I'll read it again. The Texans lost to the Jets and the Titans lost to the Jets and the Texans any given Sunday. The Bucks lost to the Saints twice. Super Bowl champion Tom Brady led any given Sunday. The Cardinals lost to the Lions and beat the Cowboys, who trailed Denver at 30 any given Sunday. And didn't Tom Brady get shut out this year? Come on, bro. They're not going to make no excuses on my watch and say we here because we ain't play nobody. Stop it. Dudes ain't even recanting statements. What it is they acting like they never said it in the first place. When my ears been glued to it the whole time. They took time the first 7 weeks of the NFL to laugh at us. And we sat there and kept saying, hopefully it turns around. And don't let nobody tell you that the only reason why it changed around is because we start running the ball. I'm going to tell you why that don't make sense. Because who was doing the running? Jalen Hurts. 3,000 passing yards and 700 plus rushing yards. Dual threat. It don't matter if you run or pass. He's going to be involved. He's a playmaker. Being a playmaker is a better superstar attribute than being an elite passer of the football. If you're an elite playmaker, it is better than being an elite passer of the football. Jalen Hurts is an elite playmaker with an above average arm. Some of the angles and some of the passes that he is completing are ridiculous live. It is ridiculous live in color. I'm telling you, I promise you, it is ridiculous. Nobody ain't reaching for no low passes. He is throwing with angles that they told me only Zach Wilson had. This is why I don't go. This is why I'm the if it's a grain that got to be going against, I'm that one that's going against the grain. Because I'm trying to tell you, man, it's hard to find somebody who is just as adamant about the success of this team going forward besides me. And that's not even me tooting my horn, but I just want to know what did everybody else not see? What didn't you see? The only question mark that still remains for overall, in my opinion, is Jonathan Gannon. What could you not see that had you thinking that we wasn't going to be like this? Look I told y'all who we played. Are you scared of Sam Darnold, Teddy Bridgewater, Daniel Jones, Taylor Heineke, and whoever other quarterback is on that team? Are you scared of them dudes? I wasn't even scared of Justin Herbert, and he was up and down this year. I said the only teams that I'm afraid of that I know that could really do what they want to would be the Chiefs, would be the Buccaneers, and it would be Dallas. I gave Dak his flowers early, but they cheeks too. LB, you ever hear anyone on the Cowboys talk dirt about the refs? Nah, not that I know of. Tampa lost to Washington also. Exactly. And I wish a Washington fan would tell us we ain't play nobody, we ain't beat nobody. First of all, we beat y'all. That's number one. Number two, yeah, you beat the Raiders and we didn't. And you beat Tampa and we didn't. But did you beat us? Washington? And are you going to the playoffs or us? It don't matter what you did. Only thing that matters is what we did, because what we did got us in the postseason. Did you beat us? It's the bottom line. First of all, don't talk about who we beat and who we didn't beat if you ain't beat us and you ain't in the playoffs. If you beat us and you in the playoffs, I ain't got too much to say. But if you didn't beat us and you're not in the playoffs, don't worry about who we beat. Worry about who you didn't beat. Because you ain't do enough winning. We did. My God, the man above, man, thank you for the super chat. Don't worry about what we did. Don't talk about our strength of schedule. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because we played the Chiefs, Tampa. We played a lot of teams. Denver, I could throw Denver in there because my whole division lost to them, except us. We played some tough football teams this year. The Panthers had a winning record when we played them. The Broncos was 500 when we played them. Don't worry about what we did. Worry about what y'all did. Don't ever talk. Listen, don't talk. Listen. Don't talk up, talk down. We are supervisor. Don't talk to your boss like this. Go talk to the people who work on your level. The Vikings. Vikings fans was talking crazy too yesterday. I'm going to ask y'all this, Minnesota. Did you play in the Super Bowl that was in Minnesota? In Super Bowl 52, was you there? Why didn't you make it to the Super Bowl to play in your stadium when it was at your stadium? You was one game away. They even painted your name on the end zone because they thought y'all was going to be there. Why didn't you go there? Oh, I'll tell you right now why you ain't go there. I'll tell you right now why you ain't go there, Minnesota. Ringless Minnesota. Y'all got them onion rings on y'all donuts. Y'all got an onion ring. I'll tell you why you ain't make it, Minnesota. Yeah, because you came into the link and got put down. You got put down at the link. Stop it. Not a lot of teams got this pedigree, 4 playoff appearances in 5 years with a Super Bowl resulting in it. Let's talk like we got some pride. And listen, if you was hating on Hurts the whole season and you didn't know nothing about Hurts the whole season, you was unsure, you wanted to go trading for anybody, he was trash. If you was saying all of that stuff, I forgive you. We got a playoff game to win. We need all y'all now. We got a playoff game to win. We need all y'all support from all angles now. So I forgive you. But no, I'm looking at you like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you like this. When the cars pull up, when we got to go, you know, I'm getting in a nice car. You got to follow in the other one. I'm looking at you like this, though. I remember loud and clear. I remember all the people wanting to fight me on Twitter. Jalen Hurts ain't this, Jalen Hurts ain't that. What is your quarterback? Are you in the playoffs? Simple question we got to ask. We got 2 weeks to ask people this. Are you in the playoffs? Because if you're not in the playoffs, we have nothing to talk about until training camp, until the draft. We're busy. Are you in the playoffs or not? And are you trending up going into the playoffs? That's my next question after that. Because we trending up. And nobody wants to play a team that's trending up in the playoffs. Nobody. We might be the hottest team in the playoffs. What's our record the last 8? What we 7 out of the last 9? Who hotter than that going into the playoffs? Stop it. Y'all busy for 1 extra week. Nah, we busy for 2 weeks because we ain't playing starters against Dallas. We don't need that game. Dallas need that game more than we do. We don't need that game. We can relax because whoever we play, we got smoke for. Yeah, I got 2 weeks to talk this spicy. Because what happened at Saturday, the game got flexed to Saturday. Don't matter. We don't need the game. We handled our business. We're going to talk spicy this week. Then we're going to talk spicy when we find out who we play. Stop it. We got 2 bye weeks. Credit where it's due, LB. Shout out my guy, Bad Dog, man. Credit where it's due, LB. You guys completely proved everybody wrong. Howie did a great job this season, turning your franchise around in a single season. Impressive for sure. You know, I think it's really impressive because we got 3 first-round picks still, y'all. We can really, as of right now, we got the 14th pick, the 19th pick, and I think the 22nd. Do you know the type of damage you can do with them type of picks? Do you know you can change an entire offense or an entire defense with them type of picks? You can change your defense with those type of picks. And you got the right mix of veterans already locked up into long-term deals to help guide these guys and to help bring these guys along. Whoever you draft is going into a winning culture. Period. They're going into a winning culture. You can draft studs. Howie Roseman might get extended this offseason. The job this guy has done has been nothing short of amazing. We make jokes about Howie Roseman all we want, but the truth of the matter is this. Howie Roseman has put enough talent in that building to go to the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years with one resulting in a Super Bowl. Howie Roseman is the reason why the Philadelphia Eagles have the most playoff wins in the National Football Conference since 2000. It's Howie Roseman. It's Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman drafted Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts and got use out of both quarterbacks while offloading the big contract. If you don't draft Carson Wentz, you don't win the Super Bowl. If you don't have that MVP season in 2017, you don't win the Super Bowl. Howie drafted him. Then drafted his replacement, then offloaded his contract, then traded out of the 6th pick, moved back, got Devontae Smith, and acquired another pick. Now he's sitting around with a guy that could potentially break Deshaun Jackson's single-season receiving yard record for a rookie, 3 first-round picks, a 23-year-old dual-threat quarterback who is improving every week. You can lie if you want about it. The number 1 rushing attack in the NFL, a young Landon Dickerson, Darius Slay making a Pro Bowl at 31. You know how many teams wouldn't touch Darius Slay with a 10-foot pole at that age? But he's a Pro Bowler. Howie Roseman did a lot, man. He did a lot in hindsight, man. Howie Roseman did a lot in hindsight, man. A lot. A lot in hindsight. My guy Alec B, man, thank you for the super chat. 4 out of 5 years in the playoffs can't be denied. It can't be denied or disputed. People don't like when I talk stats. It's this thing going around, well, LB is the stat guy. I'm a fact guy. I'm a factician. Why don't people like facts? And why do they keep trying to dispute them? I don't get it. I don't get it. Hurts is a Pro Bowl alternate for a reason. The Bears know the talent. The Bears know the talent for sure. You know what I'm saying? My guy Camden Strain, thank you for the super chat. Coach of the year consideration. It's criminal that he not on the list at top 10. Whatever. Didn't he hire Nick Sirianni? Ain't Howie Roseman got a hand in that too? Don't Howie Roseman got a hand in that too? Give me the other first-year hire with more wins than Nick Sirianni. Turn him loose. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? He don't exist. We laughed at this dude for stuttering. I didn't. I got my videos to back it up and said, listen, I'm not judging no man by some type of speech impediment. I'm going to judge him on how the team responds to what he's saying, not by how y'all respond to what he's saying. We laughed at him for that. We laughed at him since he came out talking about people with flowers. Now, I did laugh at that. That was crazy. But he was 7-2 since saying it. Howie Roseman hired that dude. Y'all want the claws of Howie Roseman off this franchise? I'm telling Howie Roseman to squeeze him tighter. Pause. Pause depending on how you look at it. I'm telling Howie Roseman to dig deeper. Pause again. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Howie Roseman definitely deserves his flowers on this one as well. He deserves his flowers on this one. It's hard for me to give flowers. And you know who deserves some flowers? A lot of people not, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people not thinking about this, but you definitely got to give some flowers to TJ Edwards because TJ Edwards is basically the point guard of the defense. A lot of people don't know that. TJ Edwards calls signals. He's been playing the mic position. He's getting extended this season. I guarantee you. TJ Edwards is the diamond in the rough at the linebacker position. And shout out to the coaching staff for finding that diamond in the rough. It was going to be TJ Edwards and it was going to be Davion Teller. But TJ Edwards became the diamond in the rough. And Alex Singleton is serviceable. He's just not a guy that you want to have every, you know what I mean? every play on the field, but TJ Edwards is the diamond in the rough on his defense. We all knew what Slay could bring to the table. And Steven Nelson is getting, unwanted criticism as well. Unwanted criticism. I don't see Steven Nelson out there getting burnt up and down the field. We know what bad cornerback play look like in Philly. We don't have that level of cornerback play. We got a very, very competent cornerback room. A very, very serviceable and efficient cornerback room. Safeties and all. The defensive back room is cool for the Philadelphia Eagles. Maddox is balling. So I don't get it, man. It's like Eagles fans gotta blame somebody. My guy, Mr. Voltronic, thank you for the super chat. I was at the game Sunday. You can see and feel the energy. I felt that 2017 feeling. We in the mix now. I felt the feeling in the air too. I felt it. I definitely felt it in the air, bro. Facts. My guy, Knight Rider, thank you for the super chat. Yo, LB, what's that Deshaun Jackson rookie record that's about to be broken? And you saw how many passing yard tweets I sent you yesterday? Bird Gang. No, I ain't see the passing yard tweets, man. DM me, man. I'm gonna check them out, man. But I think we need like 30 yards, 35 yards, something like that. We need like 35 yards to break D-Jack's joint. Maybe like 50 yards. I don't know, but I know it's like under 50 or real close to 50. I think he should play, man. He should chase the record. I think he should play. You only get one time to crack something like that. My guy Lotta, thank you for the super chat. Highest paid person on the Eagles team is not even on the team. When's getting paid off? Hurts work. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Well, I mean, he getting paid off the contract he signed. Hurts is still getting paid, but Hurts should be. They should be swapping checks. TJ is extended through 22-23. That's what's up. It's 37 yards. Well, 38 to break it. Yeah, it's 38-37, man. I like it, man. I like our chances. And I can't not talk about credit being divvied out without giving credit to Nick Sirianni, man. It takes guts. It takes testicular fortitude. It takes, putting your fellow brother, you know what I mean? It takes putting your battle buddy to the right and to the left of you, ahead of you, to do what he did and change his entire philosophy for the betterment of the team. It takes guts. You got to be an individual that sees the bigger picture. It's a lot of stubborn. Listen, I think Nick Sirianni the best coach in the division. I think Nick Sirianni is the best coach in the division, even better than Mike McCarthy. If you think Mike McCarthy is a better coach than Nick Sirianni, you need to look at that Cowboys game yesterday and think again. Record aside, I know a lot of Cowboys fans going to use the magic delusional word again on me. I know they're going to do that, but who been more right, me or y'all? So sit down and listen while I tell you why, Dallas. I think I think Mike McCarthy is going to have to take a second place seat in that department because Mike McCarthy's clock management alone. Look how he managed the clock, calling timeouts on extra points. Now y'all don't have no timeouts, and y'all trying to come back. Mike McCarthy's had the worst clock management in the league since he's been in the NFL, for real, for real. You can't win with poor clock management in critical moments. You can't win in them situations. Why is he better than Joe Judge? Joe Judge is a laughingstock. Joe Judge is a laughingstock. We know why the Giants passing yard tweet. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, Night Rider, for sure. I think I seen that though. We all know why. Buddy's a laughingstock. Buddy just had a press conference talking about, you know what I mean? Players are calling him, begging him to be extended to the New York Giants. That's cap. That's cap. If you're a football player still in the twilight years and you know you can offer a franchise something, if you're not running for the hills, if you're a free agent, Galladay will probably give some of that bread back to get out of there. The Giants are a laughing stock. I don't ever want to see a Joe Judge press conference ever again. I don't even know why they keep popping up on my feed. Maybe because people want to laugh at them. They had negative 10 passing yards yesterday, y'all. In the whole game against the Bears, they had negative 10 passing yards. I don't even have to further explain why Nick Sirianni is better than Joe Judge. Joe Judge is not an NFL coach. Period. Joe Judge is hindering the career of everybody on that team. Galladay don't have a touchdown, and you ain't fired? Huh? Saquon out there looking like Trent Richardson. I don't get it. My guy, Giorgio Acosta, man. Thank you for the super chat. My guy LB, thank you for your service. I appreciate you, bro. I really appreciate you. I'm stationed at Fort Drum, and these Giants fans are so miserable right now. LOL. Washington and NY are so mad that the Eagles are rebuilding the right way. Rebuilding and making it to the postseason. I was stationed at Fort Drum, 7th Engineer Battalion. I was stationed at Fort Drum. You probably snowed in. I know how I get out there. I definitely know how I get out there. Mike McCarthy is 11-5. I don't care what Mike McCarthy's record is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I repeat, Cowboys fan, I don't care because Dallas Cowboys fans are the main ones. Dallas Cowboys fans, this is another thing. Dallas Cowboys fans, y'all not this is what bothers me about some of y'all. Y'all don't really act like Cowboys fans. A lot of y'all. Y'all don't act like y'all got no prestige. Y'all act like this is a beauty pageant. Why was it so many Cowboys fans in full-fledged head-to-toe Cowboys gear yesterday at an Eagles-Redskins game? Why was y'all even there? Walking through the crowds looking for attention, waiting for somebody to tell y'all suck. Y'all do suck. Y'all ain't been to the NFC Championship game since 1995. Y'all do suck. So what are you parading around town about? Mike McCarthy 11-5. Cowboys fans want to keep asking us who we beat, who y'all beat. Watch y'all say the Patriots. What was the Patriots record when y'all beat them? Was it a winning one? No. Wasn't they like 2-4 or something like that when y'all beat them? Y'all ain't beat this Patriots team because y'all can. Dak Prescott been a chopped cheese sandwich the last 6 weeks. The defense been carrying Dak. Michael Parsons deserve a cut or whatever Dak getting paid. Mike McCarthy was 11-5. We don't care. His clock management is bad. Nick Sirianni's is good. My guy just called me Flair. Thank you for the super chat. People call me crazy for believing in Nick. People call me crazy for buying a hurt season hat. Everybody that hated me, get the boot. Run a lap, Joe. They all got to get the boot. They all got to get the boot. They all got to get the boot. You know what I mean? And I want to apologize for anybody that bought a hurt season hat and had to deal with the early, growing pains that I've been said we was going to have. You know what I mean? We went through the growing pains. Now throw your hat back on. That simple. That simple. Throw it back on. We ain't playing around with no Cowboys fans in here talking about we 11-5. Y'all about to get bounced on y'all head. On y'all head. Y'all about to get bounced on y'all head right out the first round. Y'all can't even play outside y'all own stadium. 11-5. Cut it out. Remember Adore Jackson, LB? Never heard of him. Bun somewhere rotting on the bench in New York. Bun somewhere rotting on the bench in New York. They got to cut it out, man. No apologies necessary, LB. No, I just want to say that, man, because I know it was hard for y'all. You had content creators coming out, dudes hating. But look at him now. Look at him now, wishing that they bought one. I give you a special code, hater. DM me now, hater. I give you a special code. You get one $5.99. I give you one for on sale, hater. You know what I mean? I seen the vision, man. That's the bottom line, man. I seen the vision, man. I seen the vision. I seen the vision. There was mad Cowboys fans at the game. There's a lot of them in the DMV. It's a lot of them in the DMV. It's a lot of them in the DMV for sure. You spit facts every time you talk, LB. These other teams can't stand to see us succeed. They don't want to see us in the playoffs, man. Thank you for the super chat, Game Wits. They don't want to see us in the playoffs. That's a fire logo too, Game Wits. They don't want to see us in the playoffs. They don't want to see us in the playoffs. You know what I mean? They don't. I'm telling y'all, man, nobody wants to see the number one rushing attack in the playoffs because you got to change how you even think. You got to get ready to get ran on. You got to mentally prepare yourself to get ran on. So you got to already have a package that got 8 dudes in the box. And I can tell you what about doing that now. Jalen Hurts can throw, y'all. Jalen Hurts is getting more comfortable letting that rock spin. Real comfortable letting that rock spin. Keep bringing 8 in the box while that arm keep developing, trying to stop this run. He going to put up a 400 passing yard game on somebody in this postseason. He going to do it to somebody in this postseason. Keep doing it, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We got 1,000 people in the chat, actually. Hey, that's what's up. Keep on doing it. My guy, Fresh Prince, man. Hurts was throwing dimes yesterday. That 3rd and 14 from the third was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy because the elusiveness helped him escape the pocket. Then he climbed the pocket and then he threw a strike. Do you know how many people was around Greg Ward? I thought the ball got intercepted from my vantage point because I was on the other end zone and I'm watching it. You know what I mean? I don't really look at the big screen when I'm at games because I like, listen, I'm there. I want to look at them do it. I could look at the replay. You know what I mean? And then you can really see the game better like that. You know what I mean? Hurts was throwing dimes. Jalen one glove Hurts. You already know Mike Jackson out there. But Washington, this is what y'all need to do though, Washington. Y'all need to fix that stadium. Y'all need to fix that stadium. I already knew y'all had roaches. I've been there before. But now you got sewage pipes bursting. You got railings almost falling on our franchise quarterback. You got innocent Eagles fans getting hurt because y'all ain't do y'all safety inspections on them railings. People could have got hurt. Hurts could have been really, really hurt bad. Y'all need to tear that stadium down and build a new stadium. That is horrendous. Completely horrendous. Completely horrendous. Completely horrendous. Fix that up. Fix that up, man, because that could have been a disaster. Rails collapsing, sewage. That's what I'm saying. The whole rail collapsed. Like, how does that happen? How does that happen? The rail is there to protect the quarterback. Jalen Hurts was trying to get in the tunnel. He didn't expect to have to go out there, win a game, clinch the playoffs, get on his way to a tunnel, have to help fallen people. Then they get a free cool photo op. That was dope. He wasn't expecting all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just not safe, bro. What if it was a weirdo that fell over? Somebody with an object in their hand wanted to do something. Security took forever to get there. It's an ugly situation, man. And they need to talk about that more. I'm glad it's getting the publicity that it's getting. They need to fix the plastic Lego stadium before they worry about the Eagles playing. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. And you know what, man? Louis T said this, man. They had the best quarterback room in the division. We beat two of their quarterbacks. Washington is another joke. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make excuses for their success because I don't like when people do that to us. Yeah, they won a division, but they better act like they remember how they got there. They better act like y'all can't beat Hurts. Y'all better be lucky we sat them. We just don't like the Giants. That's the only reason why y'all got in there. It's nothing that Ron Rivera did. And let me get to him. I'll tell you why Sirianni is better than Ron Rivera too. We already talked about Dallas. You know what I'm saying? We already talked about why I think he's better than Joe Judge. But Ron Rivera got 3 winning seasons in 11 years. When did this become? Let's bow down at the feet of old great Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera is an average at best coach in the National Football League. He just got a good defensive mind. I'm gonna call it all the way the truth. When was Ron Rivera an elite coach? The year they went to the Super Bowl? Ron Rivera ain't been to no 4 straight playoffs. Ron Rivera ain't been to the playoffs 4 out of 5 years. He never put together nothing like that. When was he such a great coach? 3 out of 11, and we supposed to be happy about that? Come on, bro. Nick Sirianni is the best coach in this division. Period. Mark G, thank you for the super chat. I was yelling at Gannon yesterday for not blitzing obvious pass plays like 3rd and floor and long. He still frustrates me, and I want a new defensive coordinator, too soft. I was frustrated with Gannon, too. I'm happy about the win. The happiness for the win overshadowed it. But if we would have lost, it would have been this video would have been about how Jonathan Gannon got to go. It would have been. Because if Heineke throws a better pass, they probably score on that. They probably can score. They probably had an opportunity. They moved the ball at will on that last drop. I was in there sweating. Thankful for Rodney McLeod. Teams know Ron Rivera and them, they called a good offensive game plan for the first half. All they did was throw short to the holes in the zone that they knew were already going to be there because our coach, Jonathan Gannon, doesn't adjust or change anything up. He played the same zone. He didn't want to get beat deep. He wanted to keep everything in front of him. But the problem with that is that every zone is going to have a hole. If you give a quarterback time in the zone, it's going to be a hole there. But he had a lot of time. We didn't bring pressure. I love our defensive line, but this is the fact of the matter. We don't get home all the time. I miss Brandon Graham. I really, really miss Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham was a guy who said we was gonna make it to the, you know what I mean, where we headed to. I really miss Brandon Graham. Can we take the Rams down? I think we could beat anybody in the postseason. I think we could beat anybody. The real reason why I believe we could beat the Rams is because of Stafford. Like I'm not a believer of Stafford. Stafford always has great stats. Is Stafford great in the postseason? No, he's not. Don't want to get beat deep sounds like freaking Schwartz LB. No, Schwartz was the opposite. Schwartz will allow us to get beat deep. Let's not forget about how Schwartz really was. Schwartz was the complete opposite. Schwartz would play, man to man. He would leave bad cornerbacks on the island. You know what I mean? If Rasul Douglas was still on this team, he would be thriving in this system because this is a system for a guy like Rasul Douglas. He would thrive in this. We had Rasul Douglas playing man-to-man on guys like Terry McLaurin. Jalen Mills playing man-to-man on guys like, you know what I mean, Amari Cooper. You know what I mean? We couldn't defend the double move. We had no safety help. We would rarely do it. Jim Schwartz would bring way more pressure than Gannon is doing. We need a defensive coordinator that could mix it up. Like, I hate the word scheme. And Gannon lied to us because his introductory presser, he said we don't really have a scheme. We go by the flow of the game. That wasn't the truth. We got a scheme. It's playing zone and playing 6 yards off. We got a deep zone scheme for sure. But when are you going to mix it up? When are you going to blitz a little more? When are you going to be aggressive? You got to be aggressive in the beginning of the game in the playoffs. We cannot allow teams to run their 15 scripted plays on us and keep hoping that we was down 10 two times to Washington. We can't keep hoping that the defense will catch on. Get them started. You're a coach. You know what I'm saying? You the coach. You got to get them started. So Gannon definitely scares me. My guy Daniel Frazier, thank you for the super chat. You coming out with any college reaction videos soon? Now, I really don't do reaction videos. When I start talking about college, you know what I mean, the NFL season will probably be officially over. Then I'm going to talk about my draft board. I'm going to get with Philly 500, see if we still doing our draft board. And we're going to talk about how we're going to spend these 3 first-round picks. But, we got playoffs to talk about. Facts. Running is our strongest weapon. Got to make use of it for the playoffs. You got to make use of it, and you got to keep doing creative ways to use the run. You know what I mean? I still don't think Jalen Hurts is 100%, but I think he's close. I think he'll be 100% for the playoffs, especially if he don't play against Dallas. What's the real implications? What's the real implications? After this week is over, we get to see what's the implications of us playing. It don't change seeding. It's not a win or you end. You're not going to get a home game regardless. I'm saying you rest Jalen Hurts. You let Gardner Minshew continue to put out some more good tape. Because Gardner Minshew probably could beat Dallas backups. You probably can get your 10th win. You probably can. I'm resting Dallas Goddard. I'm resting Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? I'm keeping out. I gotta keep Devontae Smith out. If he break the record, I could pull him at halftime. Miles Sanders is not even on IR. That's another thing to worry about. You know what I mean? Or not worry about. Another thing to keep in mind. Miles Sanders could come back any given week. You know what I mean? This is an additional 2 more weeks of rest for Miles Sanders. It would have been anyway because he wouldn't have played in the Cowboys game anyway. So you know what I mean? Yeah, you resting. Yeah, I'm resting a lot of key guys. I'm resting Lane. I'm resting Kelsey. I'm resting Cox. You know what I mean? I'm resting all of them dudes. I'm resting the edge rushers. I'm literally playing with a second unit. I'm not playing Jordan Howard. I'm not playing Boston Scott. I'm playing Gainwell, Huntley. You get my drift? The only starter that I want to play is Devontae Smith. But that's even risky. For real. Is the record that important? Is the record that important? You know what I mean? Is it that important? It's not. Slade definitely resting. I agree. Slade definitely resting, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We got 1,014 people in the live chat. We just basking in our glory today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said we wouldn't be in this position. And look at us. Proud Eagles fans. Proud Eagles fans headed to the postseason for the fourth time in 5 years. Jalen Hurts is the future. Yeah, he needs some work. Yeah, he's not perfect, but he's the future. If you can't see it now, if you can't see it now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't need to tell you. It's Minshew week. Yeah, it's definitely Minshew week. Y'all talking about some Minshew season. It's Minshew week, Minshew day. They moved Minshew day up to Saturday. I like Minshew, man. I want him to put out some good tape. I'll take a third round for Minshew. That's a win. Howie Roseman is so smart. Y'all really not understanding what's happening. Y'all really don't see how Howie Roseman moves. And Howie Roseman really, really moves. He moves like he trafficking for Griselda. He moves like he Big Meech. Every move is a money move for Howie Roseman. It's a move that's going to pay off dividends. It is. It took me a while to see it. I'm not going to lie. Like I always spoke highly of Howie. No. But Howie Roseman really got this thing down pat, man. He really got this thing down pat. You know what I'm saying? Really got this thing down pat, man. So, we got all week to talk about, you know what I mean, matches for our opponent. We really not going to know who we playing until next week, the end of next week. But you know what I mean? We got a ways to go. We got a ways to go still. We get some much needed rest, but clinching this week is a great weight off our shoulders because if Dallas, if the Green Bay would have lost, we would have had to beat Dallas. And I think Dallas got to play their starters, man. I think Dallas would like to get, that 12th win, but is the first seed out of reach? Is it out of reach? If Dallas got to beat us one more time to not play us, they better go ahead and do that because I don't think they want to see us. I wouldn't want to see them. I wouldn't want to see us either if I was them. I wouldn't want to see him either. You know what I mean? But GOAT Talk going to be on Philly Mike channel. We're going to knock that out. I'm lucky enough to get the playoff week GOAT Talk. It's going to be lit. So we're going to try to do something special. We're going to try to have some special guests pop through for the playoff week GOAT Talk. You know what I mean? Look, man, look. Take your time. Don't worry about your receipts. Don't worry about addressing everybody who said we weren't going to be here. The main thing is that we here. And it's time to unite as Eagles fans in this playoff game, no matter who we going to play. But I believe we have more than a puncher's chance. And I believe somebody going to stick their chin out there and we're going to take them out. We're going to take them out, man. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles starting 2-5, making it to the postseason. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this video was brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you go get your lawnmower 3.0s. Make sure you do all of that good stuff you're supposed to do. Make sure you also swing by the Print Champ store. Swing by the Print Champ store. Go and get your all your hurt season merch, your rinse due merch, all of that stuff. Make sure you laced up for the playoff game. I got a special code I'm going to be posting again, you know what I mean, for some cool savings and all of that stuff, man. Just check it out, man. I appreciate y'all, man. This has been a ride. We're going to enjoy. We're going to enjoy this. We're getting healthy. You know what I mean? I don't even got to watch the game tonight. I don't even really care. You know what I mean? I don't care. All I care about is that the Birds is in the postseason and we ready to knock somebody off. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Make sure y'all have a good time, man. And if you got some of this snow, it's snowing crazy up the East Coast right now. Make sure you get out there, man. Grab the sled, get out there with the kids, man. You know the vibes, man. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you. Big Manscaped in the building. Enjoy Victory Monday. Playoff clinching Monday, I should say.